And it sounds so simple and maybe even a little bit cliche.
It's just fun if you want to kind of cinch in.
One of the things she talks about is dressing your carbs.
The results are looking interesting.
I thought they'd be really great year-round. Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are doing well. In my last video, I mentioned that I was in the process of preparing a postdoc application, so I thought I would catch you up a little bit on what's going on with that. I kind of just threw it out there. Thought I would talk a little bit more about where I am at, where I am going next, kind of what has led me to make some of the decisions I've made in regard to my career as of late. And yeah, go from there. Just backing up for a moment. If you are new here, my name is Lauren. I have completed the 5th year of my PhD, and I am planning to defend my dissertation sometime likely within the fall semester. At the same time, I'm in the process of applying to jobs and postdoc positions, and what I am trying to make happen is that it will line up so that I can defend my dissertation and move on to the next thing that I will be doing within a reasonable amount of time. There's kind of some logistical stuff that I have to take into account, which is why I am trying to time my defense properly as it pertains to whatever my next opportunity will be. Hope that kind of makes sense. I have student health insurance. Because of that, I need to either continue to enroll as a student in the spring, or I need to get some sort of different position and get health insurance that way. So there's logistical stuff with that. As always, it can be a little bit of a logistical challenge to find a time that works for everyone on your committee to schedule the defense, but I haven't gotten there yet. As far as where I am with the dissertation itself, I have collected data for all 3 experiments, trying to up the numbers a little bit on experiment 3. I've pretty much analyzed all the data from 1 and 2, but there is still some wiggle room with that. Next, I will move on to analyze data from experiment 3, which is the final experiment of the dissertation. As I've been collecting and analyzing data, I have been trying to update the written document as well. Hopefully, the writing process itself won't take too much time. And then I will modify my proposal presentation for the defense. So that's kind of a broad overview of where I am at with the different components of the dissertation defense. I definitely think I will need to spend some time diving back into the literature and sort of upping my theoretical understanding as it pertains to my hypotheses, my results, and how I am interpreting those results. Anyway, enough about all of that. The next step is applying to jobs and or postdocs. I have gone back and forth over the years. Do I want to apply to postdocs? Do I want to apply to jobs? Do I want to stay in academia? Do I want to become a professor? Do I want to leave academia? Do I want to go into industry? Do I want to work for myself? If you are in a similar boat as me, you can probably relate to kind of all of the struggles and a little bit of the identity crisis that can come with completing your PhD. I have been a student my entire life, essentially. I am toying between what will allow me the greatest work-life balance, allow me to be present with my family, allow me to achieve the goals that I've set out for myself in my life, and where do my values truly lie? So what type of work is important for me to do? Where do I sort of garner that satisfaction in what I am giving back to the world? Is that through my work? Where I make my money? Or can that be through something else? Those are kind of all thoughts that have gone around in my mind. I have applied for some jobs and it just hasn't been that fruitful, and I haven't really landed on anything that I feel like lines up perfectly with what I want to do and utilizes my skill set to the best of my ability. I'm back and forth on that, and I'm also apprehensive about going for something just because of the money behind it. I obviously want to make enough of an income to live comfortably, and at the same time, I don't want to end up locked into something because of the money that I'm making from it and feel unsatisfied, or like my skill set is not being used, or like there aren't as many prospects for the future. I also am applying to postdoc positions. Ultimately, I feel as though if I can find a postdoc that will expand my skill set, maybe allow me to sort of nudge into a slightly different area of research, then a postdoc could be fruitful. I think that even if I decide to leave academia one day, I still would like to be within the industry of education generally. I really enjoy thinking about applied learning and learning interventions and how we can optimize learning outcomes. So ideally, ideally I would like to stay within that realm. Because of that, the postdocs that I'm really aiming for pertain to learning science, knowledge acquisition, classroom settings, things like that. Ultimately, I'm really trying to kind of carve out this space for myself and think not only about what it is that I want to be doing in the present, but also how this opportunity can help sort of scaffold my future career and what I envision myself doing moving forward. Many of these postdocs I have just found online. Depending on how things go with the postdoc search, I might speak in a future video about some of the strategies I've taken with these applications. But I think for now, I'm just going to wait because I still am very much in the midst of it. I am learning as I go, and that's kind of where I'm at. But I think it's important to share this because this is a vulnerable time for me where I am kind of laying out all of the opportunities, all of the possibilities of what I could do next to take the next step forward in my career. And I am trying to kind of put out feelers in all of those different areas and see what comes back to me because that is valuable information. And I'm just trying to remain very hopeful and open. Of course, there are times when I can feel a little bit discouraged, but I'm really trying not to let myself sit in that space too much. Instead, I'm just trying to embrace that hopeful mindset. In an earlier video, I spoke a little bit about cognitive reframing strategies that I've been trying to embrace, and one of them is to wake up in the morning and tell myself something good is going to happen today. And it sounds so simple and maybe even a little bit cliche, but for those of us who tend a little bit more toward an anxious mindset, choosing to tell myself in the morning that something great is going to happen today, something wonderful is going to come my way, even if I don't leave the house, can actually be really impactful. Choosing to smile in moments when I catch myself frowning has also made an impact. So just really minor modifications, minor switches throughout my day that can have, again, a profound impact, especially during this time where I am feeling more vulnerable. As always, I try to keep it real on this channel, let you have a little bit of that sort of vision of what's going on kind of behind the scenes where things are a little bit less curated and I'm kind of just sharing off the cuff what is going on in my life. So that's what is going on currently. I have rambled quite a bit already. I'm actually about to go review some feedback on a cover letter that I drafted and shared with my advisor. I applied to a postdoc yesterday and I am planning to apply to a second one before the end of the day today, I believe. So I'm going to head off and take a look at her feedback now. By the way, this dress is about a year old now. I got it last year from Nordstrom. The Nordstrom sale is happening right now and I have my eye on a couple of things. I also got my hair done this morning for my girl Ariel. She is the absolute greatest. No major changes, but feeling wonderfully refreshed nonetheless. I found this belt over the weekend. I had been looking for a chain belt for quite a while. I had even ordered one on Amazon that I just wasn't happy with. I wanted something that was really, really simple. And I think Sam actually saw it. We were at a thrift store. It's called Raspberry Beret. It's in Cambridge. It just says gold jewelry, gold chain, and it was $6. So that was a score. It's just fun if you want to kind of cinch in. Like this is a simple cotton dress from Target I got a couple of years ago, and it just adds a little something. Don't mind the duvet. I had a really poor night's sleep last night, so I'm very tired today, and of course today is the day that I have a meeting. I am going to try and get some data tasks achieved before my meeting at 10 a.m. The bulk of my week this week has been consumed by applying for jobs. Like I think I said earlier, as things continue on and change, I will continue to update you and fill you in on all of the details of what has worked for me and what has not worked. I'm just going to take some time to kind of see what happens. I am off to work on those data tasks and I will check back in a bit. I have about 15 minutes before my meeting. I just finished up with the data and I have some preliminary figures that we can take a look at together. I'm eating my leftovers from breakfast. I wasn't really hungry for breakfast this morning, so I have some eggs and bacon, and then I'm retoasting my toast. We have been getting bread from When Pigs Fly Again. It's a local bakery. They're out of Maine originally. They have the best bread. And this week we got a cranberry orange toasted walnut. I've been putting some of this classic plain probiotic Greek yogurt on my toast. Add a little bit of protein to the toast. It's 18 grams. The Glucose Goddess, I've been following her for a while now. She has definitely transformed my perspective on managing blood sugar, which even if you don't have diabetes, I think managing blood sugar is really key in maintaining and promoting health. So one of the things she talks about is dressing your carbs. So like putting something that has fiber or protein with the carb to help mitigate the sugar spike that can result from it. And her motivation is mental health based, and I've definitely noticed that what I consume, the health of my gut, and specifically how much sugar I am eating has a huge role in how I feel mentally. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. This is the bread. So I'm going to put some of that on it now.
Good morning. Not too many updates today. I do have some dissertation stuff that I want to talk with you about. The results are looking interesting.
We just got home from lunch. We went to this little cafe that's local that we did not find for years. We've lived here for, I guess this is our 5th year now, and we just recently discovered this place. We had driven past it countless times, but never really thought to go in. It's a really authentic Italian spot. All the old men go and hang out there and drink their cappuccinos and have their drinks, and when the owners are there, they make the best sandwich. So we get that, and Sam gets a cappuccino and a nice caprese salad. It's just the best. And then we always get a tiramisu to go. They make the best tiramisu. That's what we did earlier today. Ran a couple errands. Going to make zuppa toscana tonight because we already have the kale in the fridge. I did want to say, before I forget, I'm wearing the little chain belt again. This is a top and skirt combo from Target. I don't think it's available anymore. It was the Diane von Furstenberg collab. And then this is just a cotton linen overshirt from Target. Loving the chain belt. I'll see if I can find similar ones. Someone that I follow, she's a professor, I think at UNLV. I'll definitely link her Instagram down in the description. I really like all of her content, and she had posted a chain belt that I asked about, and so she sent me a link to one. I'll see if I can find her link and put it in the description for you. It's a similar one from Macys. This morning I ended up having an impromptu meeting to look at an abstract for a student. Also got our dishwasher fixed this morning, so it has been quite the day already. I mentioned earlier in the video that the Nordstrom sale is happening right now. The Nordstrom sale is a great time to pick up kind of special items for yourself or someone else. I often do most of my Christmas shopping during the Nordstrom sale because you can just get some special things for less expensive. It's usually around 30% off on the items, but I thought I would show you a couple of things that came in. I ordered some things for Sam as well. I ordered him a really nice pair of shoes, which is kind of like a surprise. Haven't decided if I'm gonna keep it for Christmas or our anniversary, or if I'm just gonna give them to him. I told him I'm gonna blindfold you and make you try this thing on to see if it works, and not give it to you until like a special occasion, but we'll see if I do or not. Thought I would share the couple of things that have come in so far. The first one, I was so happy to see that my perfume was part of the sale. So I was initially sent this in PR months ago now, I think like back in February for Valentine's Day. And I am the type of person that's extremely sensitive to scent. I've never been able to have a signature scent, and I've always wanted one. And I got this and immediately liked the smell of it, and realized the more and more that I tried it that it was something that didn't overwhelm me, and I just love it. It's the Kiehl's Original Musk Blend No. 1. I'm almost out of mine. Like I said, I've been wearing it every day, and I was really happy to see that they had it as part of the sale, so I'm excited about that. Okay, next I got a couple things for Sam. I picked up these Polo Ralph Lauren boxers, woven boxers, 5 classic fit cotton. I thought they'd be really comfortable to sleep in because it's so hot here. And I know that I'm gonna be stealing these babies too. As I've said before, I love sleeping in men's pajamas, men's boxers. That's the way to do it. And then, okay, so I also grabbed him this. I thought it would be nice for work. It's by Rice, tailored for modern living since 1971. It zips up in the front. In these warmer months, he has been enjoying wearing something like this, like a nice polo with just an undershirt underneath, and then he just tucks it into his dress pants for work. So this was originally $110 and was on sale for $72.99, which is pricey, but it's nice to get him up some nice things for work. Sam's the type of guy that never buys anything for himself, especially not clothes. And you know, he works with patients every day, and so it's nice for him to wear something that he feels good in. Okay. Yeah, it's 100% cotton. So he will try that on and we will see how it feels. And then I got a couple of things for myself. So these 2 are makeup items. I don't know what's with me lately. I've just been kind of wanting to explore and try new makeup. I think maybe it's because I'm thinking about the wedding or something. I usually have a lot of really good beauty promotions during the Nordstrom sale. So the first thing is this iconic blush duo from NARS. I have never tried NARS Orgasm Blush, if you can believe it, which I know is like most people's favorite blush. There's like weird stickers on here. So this comes with NARS Orgasm and then one other, but for some reason it's not saying it, Deep Throat, which are both supposed to be really great blushes by them. And then I saw this Chantecaille set. Chantecaille is like luxury makeup in my opinion, and this was not inexpensive. It's the Essential Eye Trio. It contains a brightening eye kajal to open up the eyes. So it's like a nude colored eye pencil that you wear along the waterline, and then a richly hued luster light eyeliner in Jasper, which I believe is like a nice brown to enhance the lash line, and then a shimmering luminescent eye shade in Cheetah to create a luminous look. So I think it's like an all over kind of eyeshadow that is universal and just helps kind of open up the eye. By the way, I'm desperate to give myself a mani-pedi, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. I haven't decided yet. I kind of really wanted it and so I got it for myself, but it's pricey and we'll see if it makes the cut. And then the last thing, I've really been wanting a pair of white tennis shoes. I'm wearing flats now more than I have in years, and I've been wanting a pair of white tennis shoes. So I saw these and I loved the way that they had them styled on the model. I'll put a picture in. I thought they'd be really great year round. They are a Converse low top, and this is like a faux leather material, which I thought was really unique. And then it's gold on the accents, which I really liked too. So I'm gonna try these on and see if they fit. They look like they're going to. I'm hopeful about it. But Converse are those types of shoes that last you forever. I can remember I had one pair of Converse that lasted me from like 4th grade all the way through high school because my feet never grew after elementary school. And I used to wear them in PE, and those shoes lasted me forever. So that's what I got. I will put links down in the description as always. Go ahead and check out the Nordstrom sale. See if maybe there's something nice that you can get. You know, like that would be something that I would do if I needed to get like a mother a really nice gift or something like that. They have a lot of beauty promotions, a lot of different shoes, sweaters, blankets. I've gotten really nice like Barefoot Dreams blankets for my mother-in-law before. I think I'm gonna end this video here. We are going to go take Franny on a walk, make myself some tea, and then this afternoon we're actually meeting with someone. We're considering hiring a partial wedding planner. I will share more about that in a future video, but we are meeting with a prospective partial wedding planner this afternoon. So that's what's on the agenda. As always, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.